Sorry, folks, I am just trying to also manage this trade. So on Tuesday, the 27th, I said NQ, same as NAS100, same thing. One of them is futures, the other one is CFDs. They have a little bit of a difference in pricing, but they are the same instrument. I said we have hit a support. You can read it clearly here at 8:57 a.m. Right? This was before I started the session. We started the session at 9 a.m. And this was the level, perfect level for the support. It was hit and it was bouncing back up. And then looking at the price, I realized we have a power line. You see the red power line, if you see it clearly. We have a big support to give us that extra confirmation, right? We also had a poke in and poke back out. We're using the volume profile technique. You see the volume profile here? I'm trying to zoom in so we could be clear on it. Notice one of my favorite ways of using volume profile is poke in and poke back out. And if you look at the down-chain channel, which is one of my, I use it as a basic channel. Look at the median, the middle of the channel. Look what's happening. It's just touching the middle of the channel. So we had a lot of ways to anticipate this trade move to go long. Now, you all know if I don't have a stop loss, if I don't have a clear stop loss, I don't call a trade. However, I see I throughout the session or throughout the morning, I said I will watch this price. And I also called the SPX the same thing. I called SPX, which is a CFD contract. I said, I mentioned the same thing, but I focused on the NASDAQ. I left SPX for anybody else to trade it on their own. I like the NASDAQ or the NAS100, and I called it. Same thing on the SPX. I did the same thing. Now, when I got my price to get in, I mentioned the stop loss. I said, NQ stops will be at 14840. Very clear. 14840. That was a very tight stop, considering that this trade was for over 1,000 ticks move, right? And then I suggested first target. I said take 25 points, 20 to 25 points, I think first target. Entries are valid. I mentioned here, you can grab these prices. I jumped on this NQ and NASDAQ for now. So I made it clear that it's something that I enjoy doing, and it's okay for me. Why? Because I found the stop. All the confirmations were there, so there were no reasons for me to hesitate. And then I said take first target T1, 20 points or more. 20 points, folks. 20 points. That's 4 ticks per point. That's 80 ticks on the future side, 80 ticks on 2 contracts at 160 ticks on the first target, and it was easily hit. And then at 4 p.m. we were up 750 ticks on the runner. And then I said move the stop loss, and we started moving the stop loss accordingly. I also provided a picture of this whole thing. Now, in terms of the final target, I said 152.30. It was not random, because if from the picture, if you grab the NASDAQ from the top to bottom, although the NASDAQ has a chance to go higher than the price, but this area would have given us some kind of a resistance. So that's why from Tuesday, today is Thursday, the target is still that, and I already called another trade call to catch it. Now, see what happened after? Market moved up. It missed my level by a little bit initially, but I suggested a couple of targets. One of the targets was at 750 ticks. I said if anybody wants to bail out, I think Preet, you bailed out, right? And when you went back in again. So yeah, exactly. Thank you. So what happened is that although my target is 152.30, but the price respects volume profile. You see how it bounced back down from this area. So if you exit it without waiting for the final target, I'll show you. Here, you did good because this is a very important level for resistance. You see how it's the volume fades away, and we have the throat level here that will create that resistance. Okay, so it was a good thing that you exited. And if you're out completely and took this new trade call again, it's good as well. You made some targets. Now the runner is safe. And then finally, the NASDAQ reached the final target at 152.30. Basically, this is about 1,300 ticks in the futures market. And if you look at, if I'm bringing the big chart on the NASDAQ on the daily, this is the target, this was the start, this is the target, and this is from Tuesday, 27th of June. I call this trade, as you noticed, as I explained. I posted this the next day. You said we are halfway through, and then today we got to the final target, and I just posted that we reached the final target. Folks, this is not only a retracement that will, 62% retracement, but it was already planned. It was already anticipated. We were only looking for confirmation to call the trade. It's more obvious in the NAS100 instrument, which is a CFD. You notice the level here on the volume profile. It's also a rejection area, which could lead the NASDAQ to basically possibly reverse. So it's wise to take profit and keep your profits. Thanks for paying attention. All the best, and see you. Bye for now.